Hello, I'm Tan the TamBoTC channel, and I just wanted to talk about like things I used to be a fan of, and I didn't know how to title the video off of this uh, idea or what I want to talk about. But just kind of things I'm no longer a fan of. I might have made a video before. I kind of want to make another one if I have even. There's just a lot of things I kind of dropped off with over the years, and not everything. Like DC, like, even though there's some dumb things from DC, and there's at least some decent stuff from Marvel as well, whether it be in comic books or shows and stuff. Well, not always, or movies. But yeah, I do think that Marvel for me nowadays is further away from what I originally liked of it than back in the day. Than DC. DC somehow finds like a way to always pick itself back up, especially like every time they make a Batman film or game or something, they always find a way to pick themselves up from there. And yeah, they've had their moments. I think there are really only two big series for me. Excuse me. Halo also. I almost forgot about Halo. Halo is kind of fumbled in really big ways too for me. Like a lot of the reasons I kind of got sick of a lot of the latest stuff from, like, and this goes with Harry Potter and Star Wars, which are especially the two I want to talk about, that I just kind of lost my fandom with. Somebody on that train. They probably have a lot of guns compared to us, and shields. But yeah, like, I've lost my fandom with a few things. Luckily, like, I don't think Transformers or TMNT has died out for me, so I'm glad I still love those franchises. But, like, man, there are some franchises that just died for me. Like, Halo's died for me. There's either stuff like there's just too much of something and I'm getting exhausted by that too much of something. There's somebody over there. I wonder if that's a bot. Let's see if it's a bot. Okay, they stopped shooting. Damn. Okay. Yeah, they knew I was there. They must have heard me or saw me or something. We both stand out. But I want to talk about, like, yeah, the Halo has kind of died for me. The last couple Halos have just been, yeah, and there's just too many books and the shows and stuff. I don't care for the latest show. I don't care if it is good. That, like, that first season was such a travesty, and clearly they don't understand Halo. And just because they're trying to get our forgiveness, I don't think I really care. Like, you ruined it already for me, and I'm just in a not caring attitude. And then Halo 4, 5, especially 5, and then Infinite, which repeated a lot of the same mistakes as 5, and it's just, yeah, they've done a lot to kind of drag me away from Halo. Halo's just not had the same effect it used to. There's cool cursed stuff, but a lot of that stuff you really only care about in the older Halos. You don't care about that in any newer stuff. The 343 arrow really did kill Halo for me. It sucks. The frick is that thing? Huh. Got that lock-on pistol? Yeah, a lot of these series exhaust me out. Like, even Harry Potter and Star Wars, like, especially Star Wars. Star Wars throws so goddamn much at you, and not all of it good. And I just figured out another thing I don't like about Star Wars that I didn't think of before, that I think that I had problems with Mass Effect Andromeda with, for the same exact reasons I hated Mass Effect Andromeda. One of those being the sense of danger. You never get a sense of danger or care for the characters in a lot of the shows. Take, for example, some of the coolest fight scenes in those shows. Like, I do love the Darth Vader fight scene between Reva and Darth Vader, but I don't care about those characters, and I know neither of them are gonna die, and neither of them did die. So why do I give a crap? Nobody died. There's no risks. Nothing taken, and it feels like there's a lot of stuff like that. The only risks taking is the dumbass writing. The bland-ass characters. There's just not enough risks taken when it comes to actual stuff that need risks, and not stuff they think, such as in the writing department. Some of the stupid things they did. Risks. They play it too safe. They're just not willing to concede to making something more interesting than it is. Oh, maybe I shouldn't take that. God, stop giving me goddamn assault rifles. I already have one. But other than that, there's dumbass writings and scenes. What is this? Okay, whatever. And then there's just too much Star Wars stuff. Like, okay, calm down with the amount of Star Wars you guys are throwing at us. It's goddamn too much. Yeah, I just kind of gotten tired of, like, Star Wars in general. They created no new storylines other than, like, Andor and Mandalorian that I really care about. A lot of their shows and stuff have gone downhill for me. I don't think I found this Hades thing before, by the way. And, like, yeah, I just gotten exhausted. There's tons of other things, like the stuff they've taken out that's no longer canon. Look at the way Disney's been like, okay, you guys deserve rights to our video games to make video games or collections or whatever sequels. It's like they chose EA for the Battlefront series, and it's like, wow, what a dumbass decision you have done. And then look at the recent. I'm missing quite a bit today. There we go. I think I need a little time to freaking, because I am mostly just waking up and getting on to do stuff. So, yeah. But, like, goddamn, Star Wars has just lost it for me. Whether they're doing too much or there's really dumb writing, there's no sense of danger or risk. The stories are underwhelming. The canon that they remove freaking sucks because there's so much better stuff within canon. There's people saying that, like, oh, they're gonna ruin Star Wars in these other specific ways and stuff. It's like, dude, it's already ruined. I don't think it matters right now. It's already ruined. Anything else is just another nail in the coffin of don't caredom. It's just like, whatever. Another stupid thing. Thanks, Disney, evil, incompetent assholes. There's just so many stupid things that they've done with Star Wars over time. You got this cool-ass franchise of worlds and stuff, and I feel like you should be focusing on making new characters and new worlds and stuff, and yet you're taking the old and just recycling the same crap. Even like your movies, like one of the worst things I feel from Star Wars, it has one thing I have a problem with that I've talked about with Man of Steel is pretentiousness. And I feel a different type of pretentious side of being artistic and saying something that you think is deeper than it actually is, kind of thing. And it's really two of these here. And it's just like, really? Why should I give a crap about any of this? And I just don't. What else is there? There's just so much. It's just, if I touch on the Star Wars movies, like, they had no roadmap for the trilogy, the Star Wars trilogy by Disney. They had freaking boring-ass characters. The second movie felt really pretentious and like a middle finger to the fans and such in so many ways, and felt like it thought it was saying something deeper than it actually was. You know, the whole like especially the Jedi part, and then they just where it's like anybody can be a Jedi, and it's like you're doing it in such a pretentiously stupid written way. And then there's the frickin' like ruining scenes. I actually think Finn sacrificing himself would have been something fulfilling to his character arc, but then they just screw that up somehow too, and it's like, what the frick are you doing? What are you doing? Do you guys even know what you're doing anymore? What are you writing anymore? So I can write something frickin' better than you guys have been doing. It's frickin' sad when you can say that. And one thing I feel like a lot of these big directors, I'm not gonna say a lot of the people down below, like some of the ones that get to say the last say on things, but like, you have a cool ass series you should be making cool ass stuff with, and you're not. You're making the same boring ass stuff. You're getting pretentious with things, and then there's freaking like, oh jeez, can't even think straight. Yeah, Star Wars was such a big deal, and it feels like the audience has become smaller over the years for Star Wars, as people care about it. There's just not much interesting. Look at all the bombs alone they had. Frickin' ridiculous. I feel like it's not until like maybe a couple years later that people start thinking to themselves, yeah, the Disney Star Wars movies are pretty stupid and all that. Because I remember back when me and my friends watched the original Star Wars, not the original, the Disney Star Wars. I liked Force Awakens, but then Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker hit, and my friends originally liked Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker and would fight to death with me on them. And then later on, it's like, yeah, we accept it's dumb now. We shouldn't have been so blind. I feel like there's a lot of blind love originally going into that stuff. Who shot me and where from? Oh, there they are. assholes. Yeah, I'm just going down here, screw you. Good asshole. Alright. Anyways, and I feel like a lot of that stuff could be contributed to Harry Potter, other than J.K. Rowling saying stupid stuff. But like, really, when Fantastic Beasts came out, the first one was okay. It's still nothing I give a crap about. And then there's the books at the time that were just like, meh. The what is that? Cursed Child? Frick that book. So boring. And then the rest of Fantastic Beasts movies happened, and it was like, what the frick is this disaster? What the frick are these movies anymore? I didn't even care about the Hogwarts game. Like, when I played the trial recently, I was like, I heard decent things about this, though there was a lot of people that were hating on it, though I don't think all the hate was deserved. When I played it, what a boring trial. Probably one of the more boring trials I've played, sadly. And yeah. They don't give you enough time with it, and I feel like there should be more time given to it. Okay, that does. Okay. There's definitely bound to be people in there. 'Cause I always run into people here. Yeah, the Harry Potter stuff is just kind of bored. And there's not really much to care about with Harry Potter anymore. Like, they made basically the perfect Harry Potter series with Daniel Radcliffe and all that. It's done. It's kind of like the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I'm set. I'm set for life with them. No amount of Rings of Power is gonna ruin that for me. I'm set. I should be saying that with Star Wars. The problem is, there is stuff you could technically do with Star Wars that they're just not. Thank you. there's 2 footsteps. Okay. All right. Oh, God. That is quicker than I thought it was. Oh, come on. I freaking hate the stamina in this game. Yeah, I've lost my fandom with a lot. There's a lot more I could say. Like, I'm kind of losing my train of thought on some things. Yeah, a lot of bad writing, a lot of no risk at all. God, that storm is moving awfully quick. A Q-storm. And then just letting go of a lot of the cool ideas and stuff you could be doing, and just terrible writing and character development. Right? Oh crap. Didn't expect that. Took 5 health already off of me. God. Where are they? I hear your footsteps. There Go. A Tommy gun? Hmm. Come in handy. Spinning, they're high up. Oh, yep. There's one right there. There we go. Got a real royale on your ass, Disney. Yeah, Disney's just tricking to ruin Star Wars for me. And, whatever with Harry Potter now. I still will always love the original Star Wars stuff, but yeah, like, when it hurts that much, and it kind of just ruins my fandom, and it keeps digging that hole, and then I'm eventually like, whatever. I'm not watching your crap anymore. I'm staying as freaking far away from your crap as ever. Like, I don't care if my friends are like, oh, that was good. They said the same goddamn thing about Last Jedi and such. Frick those things. It just slowly died for me. I don't care about the Acolyte either. Like, whatever to that piece of crap. It's not even out yet. I feel like it's gonna be a piece of crap. But yeah, like I would have so much more to say on it. And there's definitely a lot to say on it. But I feel like those main specific things, whether it's the pretentiousness, whether it's no love for the source material, or the lack of creativity or good storytelling and character development. It's ironic when these people don't, when there are fictional characters out there that exist that learn from their mistakes and have evolved over time in their stories. And yet these people making these dumbass decisions, movies and shows don't do that exact thing. When a fictional character learns better than you, you know you screwed up somewhere. The character's not even freaking real and they know better than you. God, that freaking hurts when you realize that kind of crap. The no sense of danger or risk. Just the bad writing. Just so many goddamn stupid things. There's plethora of stupid things I can bring up. I don't care about anybody bringing up woke crap or on the opposite end of the spectrum. Don't give a crap about that. What I care about is the fact that you have this creative, awesome, like futuristic world that is one of the most well known, and your creativity could go wild. And this is the kind of crap you do. You do the same lazy crap. You repeat a lot of the same crap. You do even stupider written things. You don't learn from your mistakes. You remove the actual cool canon stuff. Then you make dumbass decisions like who you hand over the game right property to, and then they make a freaking mess. Look at the recent Battlefront collection. That is probably going to be the biggest disappointment / worst game collection this freaking year. It's making my #1 on both lists. Frick that. That used to be one of the best freaking game series out there. I love that game. I had so much fun with it. And look who you freaking hand it off to and say, yeah, I trust them with their hands with this product. Like, goddamn, you're making so many dumbass decisions. And then all the bombs at the box office. Yes, it's not necessarily Star Wars and stuff, but goddamn. And just making people not care about your recent products. Just the fact that there's so much divisiveness between the fan base is not a good thing. We don't have this kind of stuff back then. Why are you creating it, and why are you somehow reveling in it? You shouldn't be. You should have an awesome ass series here. You should have awesome ass characters, awesome ass world building, awesome ass lore, all this crap, and it's wasted. Wasted. You're the Mass Effect Andromeda of this freaking universe. And I feel like it hurts more when you are the one game. Mass Effect Andromeda is just one game that is a disaster. You are an entire freaking franchise that is a disaster in my eyes. God freaking damn it. It is embarrassing more for you than it is for me, but I freaking don't care anymore. And that's why I made this video. Anyways, I hope you found something interested from this. Is there any series that you don't care for anymore? Actually, you know what? Let's leave off with this. Now, I shouldn't care about DC Comics stuff. They also do a lot of stupid stuff. But they always find a way to dig themselves out of a frickin' hole in the ground. Yeah, they throw the Batman at us, or some cool comic book series, or action figures, or animated show or movie or something. And maybe a game, not Suicide Squad, that's for sure, but like a Batman Arkham game, and then there's a Joker movie, and then the Dark Knight trilogy, there's back to the 89 Batman, there's back to Christopher Reeve's Superman. They always find a way to dig themselves out of a tough spot. Learn from that, because you used to do it yourself with the golden age of Disney and all that after stuff like Black Cauldron. It's like, what the frick are you doing now? What the frick? Learn from your mistakes. Somehow you don't learn more than a fictional freaking character in a book or something. When they know better than you, then frick, you're screwed. And it just makes you look all the more ridiculous because of it. Anyways, I hope you found something interesting nonetheless from this, or maybe there's something you agree with, maybe there's something you don't agree with. I know there's people who are still fans. You be a fan, just know this is my personal thoughts and opinions, and I just want to let out my freaking anger on this crap because it pisses me off, and clearly you can tell that. I will always be a fan of the original trilogy. I'm even somewhat a fan of the prequels. But goddamn, and I liked Force Awakens, but that was mostly just because of how my connection with my grandmother. It was one of the last films I went to see with my grandmother before she sadly passed, and yeah, like, but she would have frickin' hated Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker. That's sure. She would have been like, "What the frick are these? What are these disasters? This isn't my Star Wars." She would have thought the same thing of Last of Us. She would have taken one look at Last of Us Part 2 and been like, what is this? I think the only thing she was a fan of that she would have liked the sequel to would have been Red Dead Redemption 2. And even Rockstar's screwing up in a bunch of places. So, whatever. But yeah, those are most of the things I used to be a fan of that I've kind of dropped off and just do not give a crap. I'm fine with Lord of the Rings and stuff. Like, no amount of Rings of Power or Gollum's gonna kill it for me. Though those are really stupid, and I will complain about how dumb they are. By the way, Rings of Power, just because you have Emmy Awards, also how, doesn't make you good. Doesn't necessarily automatically make you amazing and good. You are stupid as hell. So stop showing off. Maybe that's the only thing you have to show off, because I doubt you have people watching your crap. But either way, we still have a lot of that stuff to treasure, and we still have like near perfect versions of the past. And it is like, you can even look at Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings. Like that, we have it. And it's awesome for the time, though. I do prefer Peter Jackson, but yeah, I'm glad both of them exist. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm just glad they exist. I'm glad we have the stuff we do. I'm kind of satisfied with Lord of the Rings and such, so there's not really much. I know they can ruin Lord of the Rings like they did with Star Wars for me, but I'm at a point where I'm like, the universe is done. The guy died quite a while back. It's like it's complete for me. Where like something like George Lucas, he's still kicking, and then there's just, like so many stuff you can do with a universe like Star Wars, and it's like, god damn, so many stupid things have been done. I keep yapping, but I will see you next time, and I hope you have a awesome day nonetheless. And may the actual good force be with you. Not the Star Wars force, the force that is true. Because Disney's force is awful and has no logic or rules or anything and is stupid and all over the goddamn place. In so many goddamn ways, it's hard to. I might as well have a top 100 or so list of it. How many stupid things. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Bye.